Reality of my youth show with your host Motambei Esther. It's always an excitement to just be here to interact with you, to learn and to grow together. We promise to deliver to you nothing but the best. So on today's topic, it's about taking ownership. Taking ownership, or should I say acceptance. So this mostly applies to our interactions with people and as we go about life in general. So most of the time things will not be, so smooth. Let's say now generally on the basis of relationships. We have so many incidences of people being like they hurt me, playing the victim mentality, or playing the victim lol, that victim character, and it doesn't do you any good. Everybody wants to present or to paint themselves as the saint, as if it's the other person who did the wrong thing. But how about this? It takes two to tango. That's one thing I'm so certain about. And it wouldn't just things wouldn't just go bad. There's definitely someone who tolerated, and then there's maybe that abusers people will place it. But I'll say that the both parties, they are always involved in all this, because this person treating you the way that they treated you, there are definitely some signs, there are definitely some, there are things that you can track down and realize that, well, I iterated something. I give them that power. I give them that, go ahead, I'm okay, and all that. So we need to really drop this whole mentality, playing the victim thing, and start taking ownership. Somebody might have hurt you and all that, but just by when you keep on blaming them, it's not going to put that problem to an end, or it's not going to take the hurt away. But you have to accept it. Be like, yes, it happened, I accept it happened, but I need to make amends. I need to work through things. But me pointing fingers to people, it's not going to help me out. And even in your friendships, in your interactions with people, you have to accept, you have to take ownership. You have to ask yourself, what role did I play to lead to this actual point? Because each and every time you're just blaming people, it's not going to help you, and it's not going to solve the problem. It's not going to take the pain away. You're just going to even cause yourself so much pain and hurting. But the moment you accept it, the moment you sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what role did I play? How did I make this happen? What what did I contribute to the heart itself? So drop the whole mentality thing. It doesn't suit you. It's not good. It's not going to, justify the fact that you're hurt or you're broken and all those things. But you have to take ownership, because you gave way. It definitely had to do with your consent at some point. So bring yeah, it might have hurt so much, it might have been unfair and all that, because sometimes but on this case I'm not talking about abuse. There's now the abuse where there's someone who's in power and all that, so that's hurting and it's different. But one thing we have to know is that even if you're going to hold on to your oppressor, be like they did you unfair treatment, they were unjust towards you, it's not going to make them change. It's not going to, take away that pain. But you have to accept it, forgive yourself maybe, and take ownership for your own life. Because at the end of the day, you can't just live toxic, you can't just live being, a victim. You have to change your mindset and just be like, at the end of the day, I own my life and I need to back myself up and to take responsibility. And that's why I'm saying it's all takes with ownership. You own it. You just be like, it happened, but I can't just stay in the same place. I can't keep on roaming around doing the same things over and over again and expecting things to be different. So at the end of the day, if you're out there, if somebody hurt you, they did you wrong and all that, don't hold them on. You're giving them so much power by just, caging yourself in and limiting yourself. Just let them go. Set them free and set yourself free. Accept that it happened. Yeah, maybe you didn't deserve it. True, you didn't deserve it, but drop the hope. Having that victim mentality isn't going to justify, isn't going to make things right. No, it's not going to take away that pain. It's not going to make things to vanish. No, you have to take ownership. You just have to put yourself together, sit with yourself, and just be like, it happened. It wasn't just, but I've got to back myself up. I've got to stand on the gap and to fight this all the way. So at any time you feel somebody was unjust towards you, don't give them so much power. The injustice was too much, and if you keep on holding them back and playing the victim, making them look like the villain, it's not going to do you any good. They are moving on with their lives, and you're giving them so much access actually, and so much power. So it's time that you take your power back, you take responsibility, and you fight through. You face everything, and just tell yourself that at the end of the day, life has happened, things have happened, but I can't just keep on giving them so much power or holding on to this pain. Take ownership of the outcome. It happened. Accept what happened. Take responsibility to heal yourself, to go through this journey being very caring. Hold yourself with so much care and just go about the journey and heal yourself. Don't blame people anymore. It's time that you take ownership. It's time that you take matters into your own hands. It's time that you take your power back and make things right. You own yourself healthy living. You own yourself happiness. You own yourself that free spirited you, and you own yourself freeing yourself from the hurt and everything. So free yourself, take ownership, accept what happened, and make amends. Make your life as beautiful as possible. And if that's it, that marks the end of our today's episode. Do join us next time.